The road to end with Battle of BritNerf 2019.
Okay, so that was a bit of fun about the End War. But all the videos about that just reminded me that we have this insane event in the UK, Battle of BritNerf, and I don't think too many people know about it. So I just want to put it on your radar. So it's basically a annual event. We're running up to the third one now, and it's a Nerf weekend where people from all over the country come down, and you just get to see like the best mods everyone's been doing. You get to meet up with people that live far away, so you've probably not seen them. We've got people coming in from Scotland and Denmark even. It's an 18 plus event with a 300 FPS cap. So basically, whatever cool shizzle you've been building at home, it's probably not going to be banned. You're probably going to get to use it. Of course, we got a cool community here, and we got rules to make sure everything's safe. But we want to encourage you guys to like bring your cool stuff, and you'll probably get to use it. So yeah, we basically are nerfing like all throughout the day, so tons of gameplay, and then you get to just kind of camp overnight and have a barbecue and as much nerf chat as you like. So it's a pretty awesome summer event. Okay, so what kind of games can you expect at Battle of BritNerf, or just we call it BoB? What's awesome about BoB is that there's tons of different games, so we're not just limited to one. We've got just some more simple, fun, normal games, but because it's a private site and we've got all day and everyone's sort of up for it, we can have much more long, drawn out games with perhaps more complex game mechanics. Like we're even allowed to use smoke grenades, and this year we're trying out they're like flashbangs but without the flash per se, so it makes a loud noise, and if you chuck that in the room, then basically that clears the room and counts as like a hit. So just really cool stuff like that. Last year we started out with CQB in an indoor Laser Quest arena that runs a monthly game because they were nearby, and then went over to the site. This year we're in an RAF, an old RAF's abandoned base, which I think it was owned by an airsoft site now, but we're getting to use it. And so it's got so many different areas. It's got the large open grass area, like long range HPA will probably be better there. It's still got structures and buildings, and also it's got one area which is pretty much like a stone maze area, which will just be CQB awesomeness. So all types of gameplay you're going to get here. We've even had a speedball field set up at the previous site last year. And what's really fun about all of these games is there's a theme every year to the BoB. So last year the theme was the CIA versus Pablo Escabar in the jungle, which is apt because it was a pretty overgrown game site in the woods, and so all the games sort of link into that. This year's going to be Mad Max, and so I have no clue how that's going to kind of fit in with the games, but it sounds pretty awesome. And if you want to dress the theme, then you can do that. So we have had again, I'll just run through kind of some of the games we've done. We've done kind of a small HVZ before. I mentioned the speedball. We have, team deathmatch. We've had a 5v5, v5, 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 v however many teams of 5 we could make, and just try and survive to the last team. We've got kind of we did a pushback. So there's like a series of maybe like 6 checkpoints kind of diagonally through the whole length of the map, and the defenders have 1 life at the first checkpoint, and when they're hit, they then respawn at the next checkpoint back, and then when they hit there, they respawn at the next checkpoint back, and the attackers keep trying to push them back and see how quickly they can push everyone to the far side of the map, which is pretty fun. And then within the storyline, that kind of gets played but in reverse the next day. We've got ones where you just have to go into the map and find objectives and bring them back to your base, while the other team also have some sort of objectives, but they're trying to stop you. And again, we can kind of make it a bit more complex because we've got the scope to do that. And then things like Flux, where you've got to control 3 points. So there's just so much to do, but it's just taken to the epic extreme because everyone there is pretty everyone there is pretty much like into their nerf and knows what they're doing. They got awesome mods, and so it's just really fun gameplay.